How is everybody? How are you doing? How are things? How are you? Are they good? I'm pretty good. It's warm in here though, I tell you what. Oh, normally I don't have the radiator on in this room because frankly the laptop and the screen and the lights and stuff, they always just make it pretty warm anyway. But like, I tell you for what. A bit warm in here. Lucky I got myself a big ass drink. Look at that. Delicious. It is Captain Morgan's and Coke. Classy. Also, look, I bought a little hat for my mic. See? That's got like the foam on it. Oh, the foam's wonky, but you know. Still good, right? Hey, Brazilian Dutchie. I'm glad you're all right. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so as you can see, as I have laid out here, I have all of the Pokemon starters, and I figured we could just get going on it, right? Get going on it. I can really only stream for an hour today, so I'm going to be clocking off at 6. Sorry, I've wasted 6 minutes of your time, you know, just making myself a drink. But I have to be happy, because if I'm happy, then you're happy, right? 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 You can see a little bit of my wardrobe there as well. Just a little treat, a little peek into my real life. A little peek. I really need to get like an arm for this mic, so that I can actually have it like, you know, right next to my gob, so that you get that good clarity, that real good clarity. Hey Ty, I'm good. Oh, you know what would be amazing? Oh, I need to see if someone will get me one for Christmas. If I had like a mic that you could hold, as if I was like some kind of actual television presenter. Oh my god. I've just thought, well, that's what I've got to buy myself for Christmas. That's what I've got to get. A mic that I can hold like I'm some kind of big shot, some kind of TV presenter. Hey Ty, I'm good. How are you doing? I like the water Pokemon from Black because the third evolution is good. Is that this one? I don't know its name. I don't know the names of all of them. Oh no. Yeah, Eevee is I mean, we'll get to that, but there's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm assuming that's why they're there. Same as like you've got Espeon and Umbreon, and I guess that's Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Oh, no, Gale of Darkness was Eevee. Colosseum was those two, wasn't it? You got those two in the beginning. I thought that was very cool. That was a very good game. Right, so I guess, why don't we just, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just dive right in, shall we? Finished Schitt's Creek, so it's a crying kind of day. Ah, Sabaku, that's... Sabaku? Sabaku, that's so cool, though, because also I feel like it's good crying. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's... Schitt's Creek was so much better than I expected it to be, also because... watching the first season, I didn't think it was that great. I found that, like, a lot of other people as well, like me, have found that Schitt's Creek wasn't good until their second attempt. Does anyone else feel that? Anyway... let's get started. It is time. Let me, hang on. I could put it on a candle so that it's, oh god, I hope that wasn't super loud, sorry. Put it on a candle so that it's a little bit more, closer to my, and I can roll my chair in. Sorry, this chair's super creaky. Right, here we go. Okay, right. So is that better, the audio? I can bring it in a little bit. All right, so what have we got? We're going to do legendaries next. I think there's a substantially higher amount of legendaries than there are than there are starters, but I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Samurott, is that the name of the top level of it? I thought that it was. Oh, I don't know. What am I about to say? Because like I don't know. I know that it's Oshawott, isn't it? Is that the first level? Oshawott. And then is the middle one Samurott, or is the last one Samurott? Well, the word samurai sounds like it's probably a final evolution, so you're probably right. Okay, so Bulbasaur, beautiful Pokemon, impeccable, absolutely impeccable. A. No, I think I'd have to put these three, this little organization, like this, because I actually really, really love Ivysaur's design. Love him. I think it's Bulbasaur can go in A as well. Okay, Like, I am a big fan of this whole line. These guys, like, not as much. I have big Charizard fatigue, so like I'm not so bothered by a Charizard anymore, I have to say. Charizard, I think, it would never be my first choice, I don't think. I'm gonna give it C because I don't hate its design, and I have fond memories of it being like in the anime. But and then Charmander as well. I've never. God, that's really fucking good. That rum and coke. I'm a genius. Charmander never felt that connected to either. But does it deserve B? I've just never been super into Charmander. I feel like it's not very good in a lot of the games that it's in as well. Like, it's kind of like choosing hard mode, isn't it, to pick Charmander in the first games, because then you have like the rock gym and then the water gym. Yeah, I'm going to give Charmander a C, I think. But Charmeleon, I need to try and be strict, because what I'm going to do is then decide my favourite and put that in the S tier after I've decided all of the others. So to me, I think that all of these tiers are the ones I'm going to be working in, right? And then at the end, we can choose the like elite and put those up in the S, okay? So I'm going to be strict and say, but then Bulbasaur should come back down. I think I like Charmeleon as much as I like Bulbasaur. Look at him, that little frog, that little bulb frog. Pardon me. Oh, hey, Clark. With me while I go to Party City. Oh, nice. Samurott is the name of the third water starter from Pokemon Black. Cool. I should have trusted you. I apologise. Right, so I love Blastoise. Okay, I'm a big fan of this artwork. But I do like these like middle. I like these first gen middle starters, right? Love them. Love them. I think you are B, you are C, and you're an A. Yeah, Blastoise has got to be A. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Pikachu and Eevee, I don't agree with them being here. Although I guess Pikachu Pokemon Yellow, right? So that's fair enough. But I don't think that they're not starter Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? They're exceptions. What do you think? Because that makes me want to put all of them in D, unless they're like a starter trio, because they shouldn't be taking part. Do you know what I mean? What do we think? Or should I be fair? Should I just like be generous? It's Christmas. It's a time of giving and receiving and receiving and giving. Should I just rate them? Oh god, that's so good. I should have. See, I would have put it in my gold cup, my special gold stream cup. But like, this is a jar, so it holds a lot. It holds a lot. Right. Okay. Until this can be decided, I'm just going to put Pikachu and Eevee in D, because I don't think they're starters. I don't think they're starters. I don't think that just because Let's Go Eevee is a game and so is XD Gale of Darkness, I don't think they should count. Oh, Ty, you want to give them a pass? Now that makes me feel like I'm being too harsh. We can come back to it, right? We can come back to it. I've got time to decide, because Umbreon and Espeon are going to come up. Chikorita, I like, but not a lot. So I'm going to say B. The others are trash. I don't like them. I don't like them. Bayleaf, Meganium. I just think that they were always really, really shit for me. And yeah, they were really weak. And I just don't like them. Like, I don't think the design isn't cute to me. It's not a bit of me. Okay. Right. Bayleaf looks so cool with its leaf. I don't know. I think it would be one of the lowest rated. If I was doing it by type, starter types, I think Bayleaf would be low for me. I'm not that keen. And I have to be harsh because, like I said, we're not keeping the S tier open for now. Pokemon are going to be sorted into the S tier at the very end. See, I like them, this line, but do I like them a lot compared to the... Alright, let's quickfire this. Cyndaquil, not super keen on the design. I'm going to D. Quilava, B. Typhlosion, C. I just think that it looks like a less good version of Quilava, right? Like, if Quilava was bigger, they then made it uglier. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's cool and it's cute, but, like, if it had more of, like, a... I don't know. It looks like a... Why is it body triangle like that? Totodile. Second generation's best. I do think the first gen starters are really good. And for me, I think that if they're not the top spot, it might be third gen. Might be third gen. Pikachu is a starter in Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, you're right. But then Pokemon Yellow also has the starter Pokemon in it. Do you know what I mean? So there's like this kind of... this knowledge that Pikachu isn't a starter because then you get offered the starter Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? Like, each generation has these starter Pokemon that are starter Pokemon. And I don't want to start complicating it, you know? I did play a ROM hack once that let you choose from a much wider selection of Pokemon as your starter Pokemon. And that was actually really fun because then, like, I think I ended up having a, like, I don't know, a Sandshrew as my starter Pokemon. And I was like, hey, this feels like I'm just some average Joe in the Pokemon world. It was good. Anyway, Totodile. Croconaw and Feraligatr, they're not my faves. They're not my faves. Sorry, Brazilian Dutcher, you just said that you like the second generation water, right? Totodile, I think, is cute. B. But Croconaw, I don't like his gob. I think he's got an ugly mouth. Sorry. Yeah, I think that Totodile gets worse as it evolves, I think. So we're going to mark accordingly. And then, I love Espeon and Umbreon, but now, because of what we've done so far, I'm going to put them in D just because they're gorgeous Pokemon. Umbreon is one of my favourite Pokemon. Are they starter Pokemon? Are they starter Pokemon? What are you? Trico. Not a fan. D. Grovyle, more of a fan. Sceptile, I am less of a fan. So I think that it would be there and there. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, I think. Yeah. Just mean Totodile. Yeah, it's the cutest. If Pokemon was like, you know, a real thing, as I always hope it will be, I would absolutely be not evolving that Totodile. Would not be evolving it. Feraligatr looks cool but weird in artwork because of the arms. Yeah. The fact its arms are ribbed are a little bit like, Feraligatr, what are you doing? What are you getting up to? Okay, Torchic. I like... It's not bad, so I think I'm going to give Torchic a C. Combusken, I would give a B. And back to C with the Blaziken. I seem to really like medium-sized Pokemon, right? Like, I seem to like it. I think they're at their best when they're, like, medium in design and size. Like, here as well, I think Mudkip is very cute. But is it A? Is it A cute? Is it A cute? Well, listen. Do I like Mudkip more than I like Charmeleon? No. Do I like it as much as I like Ivysaur and Blastoise? No. It's got to be there. Marshtomp and Swampert. I think I like Swampert more than Marshtomp, actually. Marshtomp I just don't like somehow. It just seems like an over-designed Wooper, right? Probably based off the same kind of animal. But I'm just going to pop you there. I'm going to pop you... Sounds like there's fireworks going off outside. And then Swampert can go B, I think. I like Swampert. I like Swampert's design. Now these guys... So it's like Turtwig, Grovyle, and... oh god, I've forgotten that one's name. Well, I don't like any of them. I think that... As grass types go, they might be among my least favourite. Oh no, we did have Sword and Shield, didn't we? Oh god. Torterra. Thank you, Ty. Legend, you're a good man. Let's pop all of them in there, because... I'm just not keen. I'm not keen. These I do really like. I like Chimchar, Monferno, Infernape. I think... Chimchar is a B for me. Monferno is a C, and Infernape is a B as well, because I like both of their designs a lot. I think not Grovyle. No, that one's Grovyle, isn't it? What's that? What's it called? Someone help, please help me. Grottle. Oh. Grottle. Grotle? Would it be Grotle because it's like grow and turtle? One assumes grow and turtle, right? Why not? Let's say Grotle. Are they ordered within the tiers? No, they're not. Maybe I should be doing that. Like my favourite on the left, but no, they're random actually. Like I haven't actually put within the tiers. They're not in any particular order. I've just been dragging them in as I go. Oh, so I guess that means they're ordered by generation. No, they're not quite. I've ruined that. They're not in any particular order, but maybe we can do that later. Okay. Piplup. No, Aratar, you're right. I should have done that. That would have been a really good idea, actually. But I didn't have it because I'm not that clever. Okay, right. Now, I think that this Pokemon just gets worse as it goes on. I do think it just gets worse. I really like Piplup. I think Piplup is cute AF. The other two, they're D's for me. I've never had one, and I never will if I can avoid it. Piplup is S. Piplup is gorgeous, right? But what we're doing at the moment is nothing gets into S, and then at the very end, we're gonna pick the cream of the crop out of the A tier and put them in the S. Put them in the S. I also think that the whole Snivy family is ugly. I had a good Serperior because it had Contrary. I had like the hidden ability Serperior. But guys, these are ugly. They're ugly. I don't know what to tell you. Snivy, Servine, is it? Is it Servine? Do you just don't like Empoleon design, or is it because it's still type 2? It's not really about typing. I just don't really like the design, so I've never had one. I tend to pick Pokemon I think are cute and or cool. But yeah, I don't I think they're all going to be D for me. I don't like the fact that if it's going to be a snake, what are the little feet for? What are we giving it little tiny toes for? So there's loads of I don't know if you guys can hear him, but there's loads of what are they called? Fireworks going. Loads of fireworks going outside. Now, again, I think that this is another Pokemon that starts really strong and kind of just really goes downhill. Snivy looks like Phineas and Ferb. Oh my god, you're right. It does. It does. The whole sideways head and everything. Oh, Jesus. Snake Pokemon are so hard to make appealing. I think, like, the only good snake Pokemon is Arbok, honestly. Ekans, like, its big, dumb, gummy mouth looks really silly to me. What's the one that... the Zigzagoon one? Serperia, is it? No, that's that. What's it called? Jessie had one, didn't she? Anyway, I think that looks bad too. I'm not a fan. But Tepig, B. The others, D. I don't like them. And I think at this point as well, I was fully into the, like, how dare you give us another fire and fighting type? That is unacceptable. I won't have it. And then what do you know? They listened to me. And next generation, they changed it. So, right, here we are. I think a normal snake silhouette just makes for a boring character, which is why Arbok slaps. But honestly, I think that we could do with more simpler Pokemon designs. Most of my favourite Pokemon are super simple. I actually don't like many Pokemon that are too over-designed or detailed, right? I think there was a lot of that in Pokemon Black. I think Emboar is from Pokemon Black. But, yeah, that Pokemon design I'm not keen on. And I feel like if he didn't have the tummy stripe or the gloves, and he was just a big orange pig with a fiery beard, I would have liked him more. I think. I think that there is a big problem with over-designing on Pokemon now. They're all a bit too detailed. Like, man, I love Pokemon that are just like an animal that's this colour. do you know what I mean? Oshawott, I don't like the design, but I have fond memories of this artwork because you remember, I love that artwork that circulates on Tumblr when people were speculating about the silhouettes, and it was like a duck with an acorn on its head because of this silhouette. I love that image. I think that Dewott is the best looking of the three, and I'm not keen on the others, so I'm going to do this. Controversially, I've also never had a Duat, so I don't know if it's useful or fun or good to have. Now, do you know what? It does look really good, though. But I've never had one, so I've got no attachment to it. Why would I put it B? I don't like it as much as I like Piplup, or as much as I like Totodile, right? Like, Okay, You know what? I am reconsidering what I would think the non-starter Pokemon are now. I think I'm being too harsh. I think it's not fair. I think that... I mean, you start the game with them. You start a game with them. So they count, right? But then, like, you start the game with something in Pokemon Ranger, and I think that was an Eevee as well, actually, wasn't it? Was it? Did you start Pokemon Ranger with an Eevee? Or am I going crazy? I'm gonna rank them properly. It just seems fair, right? What if someone comes in here and thinks like, oh, you think Umbreon is D? Like, no, you don't know the rules. You don't understand. Like, I've had to be strict. I've had to, like, set boundaries. Yeah, let's do it. You would go there, you would go there, you would go there, and you would go there. I think that's it. Like, I love Eevee. Cute AF. That's cute. That is a cute Pokemon. Okay, like because it looks more like a real animal as well. Like, oh, I would just love to have an Eevee. Umbreon has been one of my favorite Pokemon since like its inception. Like back when I would play Pokemon in the playground with my friends as like a little 5-year-old. Umbreon. Although I think I called it by its Japanese name then because I'd seen what the new Pokemon were in a gaming magazine, and at that point they only had their Japanese names. So my friend used to pretend in the playground they had a Celebi, and they would call it Cerebi because that was the Japanese name. So then that's how I knew what that was when I started going on the website Cerebi, which I feel like every Pokemon fan has been on, right? Legendary website. You can't choose between Espeon, Umbreon, and Colosseum. You can't choose between Espeon or Umbreon in Colosseum. No, you get both, and I was glad for that. Although the Umbreon was much better than the Espeon, I think. My Espeon kept dying, as far as I can remember. Do we rate the favourite water starter from Pokemon Black? Yeah, they're down here. Just down there. I'm not a fan. They're just not. That doesn't mean they're bad. Because this is all so subjective, right? It's all so subjective. Like, I just think that they're not for me. Which then leaves more of them for you. Right? You get to have more Samurotts. Because I'm not going to pick it. When we get to the professor's table, if we were starting in the same region, I'd be like, you know what? Here's the Oshawott. Enjoy it. Right. Chespin. For me, personally, this generation, was this X and Y? Was this X and Y? Is this X and Y? I feel like it is. I feel like it's X and Y. So what that lives, X and Y, then Sun and Moon, then Sword and Shield. Right. Yep. Okay. So I personally think that X and Y were a very bad generation for starter Pokemon. Very bad. I don't really love any of them. And then when Greninja was added to Smash, I was like, huh? Huh? Not a bit of me. Chestnut as well, I think looks like a Digimon. And I just really hate if you'd have told me like one of the starters is going to be a fire and psychic type, and it's going to be like a mystical fox kitsune type fire type Pokemon, I'd have been like, oh my god, I can't wait to see it, I can't wait to get one. And then they made it that Mrs. Earhair McGee, and like I don't like it. And also, like, this is some Digimon arse evolution, right? Like that is that Fennekin or is that Chespin? I forget. That turning into Chestnut, that's a jump. That's a big jump. That's some Digimon. They're playing some Digimon games here. I think that they're all going to be in D. Okay, I don't like them. I don't like them. X and Y was a weak generation for Fennekin. Looks cute, right? C, these two with the stick and the little leggings and the big ear hair being a consistent thing. D. This generation as well, I just don't think that's very good. I guess Greninja, I had one. I did like him while I had him, so C. These two, D. I'm not sold on it. I don't love them. They're really not a bit of me. Okay, so that brings us into Sun and Moon. And God, I always forget his little name. I wish this thing did names. B. Absolutely. Gorgeous Pokemon. Delicious. Simple. Simple design. I love it. I love that. I think Decidueye as well. C. Very good Pokemon design. Maybe a little bit too much detail here and there, but like conceptually, like some kind of mysterious ranger who's also an owl, you know, the woods, grass type. I think that's great. Very well executed. D. Don't even remember its name. I don't like it. I don't like it. This family, huge fan. Big, big fan. So I think, what is it? Litten, Torracat, and, what's your name? I should remember the name of this one because everybody wants to have sex with it. Just trying to see it in my mind's eye. Litten and Torracat and No. Rowlet. Yeah, Rowlet. That's the name of the owl. Yeah, brilliant. Rowlet is a very, very good Pokemon. I think we can all agree on that, right? Rowlet's a good Pokemon. Good as fuck. I've literally just chimed in and I have some very strong feelings. Rindle, why don't you share them with us? Share your feelings with me. Let me know. Let me defend my viewpoints. Gen 7 8 had bad middle stages, Torracat included. No, I kind of like Torracat. Again, because it's just a cat. I like my basics. But, my dad, you're talking about that big Gen 3 fire cat, aren't you? The wrestler. It's because people want to have sex with it. I know, like, I just can't remember its name. I think the middles in X and Y, the middle evolutions, suck. They really are the worst. The worst. So I think Litten is a B for me. Love Litten. Torracat as well. Big fan. Big fan. It looks like some kind of regional version of another cat Pokemon. You know what? If they released a game that had no new Pokemon, they were all just regional variants of other Pokemon, I would jump at that. I think that would be so good. Like, because I already think that just a type change and a skin change on these Pokemon always looks really, really great. Like, I love regional Pokemon. I think it's the best idea they've had in a very long time. And if there was a whole generation that was just regional variants of existing Pokemon, which would make sense, right? It would make sense. I would love that. I would love that. Incineroar, that's it. Incineroar. Is Incineroar in Smash yet? That seems like an obvious combination. Froakie in D tier. Amphibophobia. God, say that 10 times fast. Amphibophobia is not cool in 2020, Jake. Well, I'm not cool. It's just a little bit... I mean, I guess it's cute. I just don't like it. And do I like Froakie as much as I like things in C? Yeah, I actually do. Because you know what? Looking at that makes me think that Croconaw should be in D. Alright, you've convinced me. I'm swapping out Froakie with Croconaw. Because I look at that and I say to myself objectively, is Froakie as bad as Croconaw? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're right, and I'm glad you said it. Incineroar is in Smash. Oh, cool. Oh, Torracat stands on 2 legs. You know what? There's a little dark type cat Pokemon that when I first had it, I wish I could remember the name of it. When I first had it, in the game it originates in, it just sits down like a cat. And then in every game afterwards, it stands up on 2 legs. And I was like, no, don't. Don't do that. That doesn't look right. Stop it. It's the pre-evolution of Lipud. In the game it's from originally, it sits down on its bum like a cat. And then in subsequent games, it's standing up like anime Meowth style. Purloin, yeah. Was it just me or was that weird? That's weird, right? That's weird. Like, it should absolutely... Plus, its evolution is on 4 legs. Why would you make it do that? I suppose they did it with Persian. But, I don't know. Yeah, Purloin was cute when it was sat down. And then when they, like, stood it up, suddenly it just was not so cute anymore. It wasn't a bit of me. I wasn't so keen. Okay, so Torracat, I haven't seen standing up. Hang on, let's Google that. Because if it's bad, I will bump it down. Torracat standing up. Oh, in the anime, it seems to do it a lot. But I don't hate it. Hang on, let's... Oh. Oh. I can get you all a little Chrome window. I think. See? I don't hate that. I don't think that looks too bad. Torracat's going to go in at... B. I like it as much as I like... Litten can come down, actually. I don't like Litten more than I like, say, Charmander or Fennekin. But then, Incineroar... I like Incineroar. I think the design and the concept is cool. But I don't want to rate him too high because everyone calls me a furry. Oh my god, I've lost the window that had the live stream chat in it. There you are, I found you. It's threatening you, Jake. That's why it stands up. I deserve to be threatened. I need taken down a peg. I don't like it when the cute ones suddenly square up. Purloin, yeah. I remember it because when I first saw it, I thought, what the fuck? Oh, right, yeah. Is that about Purloin or about Torracat? Because it did bother me about Purloin. It doesn't bother me about Torracat. I think I'm kind of fine with it. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm going to put... Looking through these lists and comparing to what I've already got, like... Grovyle is not B tier. Chimchar is not B tier. Torracat, no. I don't think Pikachu is B either, you know. Let's leave it at that for now. We can start, like, you know, if we've got time at the end, we'll start picking this apart. Okay, you are B, I think. Right. Contro. Wait. Quilladin being D, because the fact it's a fat hedgehog. It's ugly, though. Like, Quilladin is ugly in a way that I find aggressive, not knowing. It's not ugly with a wink. It's just ugly. It's ugly. So although I caved to pressure on the Froakie, I do stand by my decision to put Quilladin in D. I'm doubling down on that. Now, controversial opinion. I hate the Poplio line. I hate it. Like, I don't really like any of them. I think it's a little bit of that, like, it's over-designed for me. You know what, Aratar? You're nice. Let's put him there. Let's help your fantasy. Poplio, like, by the time, is it Primarina, the last one? That's too much. That's a Digimon. Tone it down. I think it says a lot that the best Seal Pokemon are Seal and Dugong. Like, I know that you have Walrein somewhere in the middle there, but like, no, the best Seal Pokemon is Dugong. A lot. And the fact that, like, back then they could go from Seal to Dugong, which is basically changing almost nothing. You're just taking off Seal's, like, Homer Simpson mouth and making it a little bit like, I don't know, giving it lashes. What has Dugong got that makes it... It's a bit flowier, isn't it? Like... Yeah, to me it just says a lot that the best Seal types are just, like, pure white Pokemon from the first gen. So let's No, I'm not giving anyone any pity. They can all go in D, all of them. All of them. I'm not doing this. Popplio is a clown. The thing is, I like Popplio much more than the following two. So that makes me want to put Popplio in C. But do I like Popplio as much as I like Squirtle should be in B. I do really love Squirtle. Okay, right. We're doing a bit of shuffling. Do I like Popplio as much as I like Torchic? Charmander? No. Down in D. Down in D. Now, this is going to be a tough one, because I also think Sword and Shield had really rubbish, really rubbish starters. Really rubbish starters. So, in my opinion... Sword and Shield's starters are classic, starting off super strong, nosedive. Like, I think that, I forget your name. Let's just say Rillaboom. The Rillaboom family. That, brilliant. That, brilliant. I wouldn't have put that in the middle of them. Ugly. D. Same here. Don't like that. Raboot, is that? Or is that one Raboot? You. D. Ugly. That? What is that? What's that? We need an F tier. Do you know what? Yes, we do. F for fugly. Fugly tier. That's where it should live. You don't like Spy Twink, Sports Anime Antagonist, and Sweaty Rock Band. Honestly, I wish Rillaboom was better, because I think that is a very cool design. But again, just slightly over-designed. Slightly over-designed. Now I kind of want to put... Yeah, you know what? no. Okay, so I promised about that, so it's not going to go anywhere else. I've already forgotten its name, because the mind is just like, no, can't let too many ugly things in. We're already full. That B. Gorgeous little Pokemon. U. C. I think that's a really good design. No, because I think you need to come down. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, I promise. Yeah, I didn't pick Scorbunny because I was like, well, not only do I hate the final evolution, but I always pick the fire type normally. Like in most generations, I've picked the fire type. So I was like, hey, why not pick the only Pokemon that has a good looking final evolution? And then about halfway through the game, I put my starter Pokemon in the box and I left it there. And I left it there permanently. No, do you think... I think I started with Sobble. And then it turned into this. Sobble Inteleon. What's that? What's the name of it? I forget. But that... Fugly tier. Absolutely. There was so much potential from this. But then when I saw that it had like big feet and it was running a lot and jumping, I was like, don't you dare make that fire and fighting type. And then they continued to go down the route of giving this rabbit Pokemon a very physical character, a sports person, right? And I was like, oh, it's going to be fighting, isn't it? It's going to be fire and fighting. And they really, like, they made it an athlete, which to me would be fighting type. But then they just made it pure fire. So it's a little bit like, oh, did you just fake out? Like, did you just think like, oh, we're going to do another fire and fighting? And then like, oh, wait, no, we shouldn't. They hate this. We shouldn't. Anyway, I think you would be C. You are going to be D. Inteleon is so ugly, man. Inteleon is so ugly. Inteleon is really ugly. And also, it just looks like a lesser version. Sobble looks like a lesser version of Froakie's whole family. Right? Like, you've already done that. You've already done, like, I know that it's a secret agent, right? But you've already done lizard whose hobbies include subterfuge. You did that. Do something else. Do something else. Yeah. No, I think you're right about Sobble. Pitiful. Sobble wishes she could be Froakie. Dan, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Sobble wishes she could be Froakie. And Inteleon? Honestly, Greninja would kick the shit out of Inteleon. Would absolutely kick the shit out of him. Like, not a chance. Inteleon is the lesser Greninja. D. And Sobble can be C. No, it should be D, actually, shouldn't it? Because it's not as good as Froakie, but Froakie definitely isn't a B. Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. So there we have it. There we have it. I think that... Right, so now we can have a little shuffle. Now we've got the context of the Pokemon around them. I think maybe we can spend a couple of minutes adjusting, realigning, recalibrating. Okay. At this point, Pikachu is a boring Pokemon. Okay. I would love a Pikachu. I think they're cool. But I don't tend to get one because they're quite weak and too overplayed. Like the fact that there's a little round-cheeked electric rodent every generation. Damn. Espeon, do you deserve B tier? Blaziken is way too high. Same with Charizard. Yeah. Charizard is boring. And I'm tired of having all these Charizard forms. I'm tired of them really... Just going to ignore that you have Blastoise in A, but Empoleon in D. No, Rindle, if you want to have that conversation, we can have it. We don't need to ignore it. We can dive right into it. Ha, dive. Water HM. There's a little one in there for you Pokemon fans. Because Blastoise, love it. Empoleon, ugly. Ugly. Empoleon looks unfinished. Empoleon looks like they forgot to put the beak on. Like they left that bit in the box. Do you know what I mean? Read the instructions. I just think that there could have been a lot better places to go with a big penguin. Ugly. Where's your beak? Where's your beak? You can't answer, so like you have to stay down there. Whereas Blastoise, it's very classic. It's very classy. It's got a good colour scheme. I like its shell. I like it. I do like Ivysaur more than Bulbasaur. But I can't put Bulbasaur down. I can't forget this portrayal. You know what? I know that Empoleon has a lot of fans. Like, and that mystifies me. That mystifies me. Blastoise is not better than Wartortle. Do you know what? There should be more middles up in A tier, I think. Because those early gen second stages, is just as deserving of the criticism you threw at Empoleon. Yeah, fair enough. You're right. Like, it's all subjective, and you may well hate Blastoise. Like, I just, something about it is aesthetically pleasing to me, and I know that that's all, you know, that's so subjective. So subjective. You know who shouldn't be in B, actually, is you, Inferno. No, no, no. Nor should you be, Quilava. Because we got a picture that I'm doing this so that A is the top, the tippy. I do think that Decidueye, I've never had a Decidueye, but I think the design is very cool. Fat Turtle with dual Super Soakers. Yeah, and even that description to me says A, tier A. Regal and sophisticated. I could see where someone would get that. Yeah. Can we all agree, though, that this... I've forgotten your name. Oh, I swear I said it before. Foxtail Inferno. Ugly. Not deserving of being in the fugly tier, but ugly. Snivy line should be higher. Where's the block button? Where's the snobby royal snake? Not pink design. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Like, what's with the collar? No, not a bit of me. Right, so I probably need to decide now. What is my favourite one? What is my favourite one? She's putrid. Blastoise is putrid. Oh, right, no, you mean, sorry, Fennekin's final. Yeah, absolutely. Like, ear hair. Ear hair. Ear hair and stick. No. Sorry, not having that. How is not all of the Chikorita line higher? Oh, I don't like them. I don't like them. Like Bayleaf and Meganium. I remember having a Meganium that I just couldn't keep alive. It was always shit. It was always dying. I think that their design I don't like. No, I wasn't a fan. Wasn't a fan. If the boot fits, I'll tell you who's getting the boot. You are. Where's that little... What do these buttons do? Pin, report, remove, put user in time. Can I put people in timeout? Oh, I don't know what that does, so I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't know how to undo it. Okay. I have precious minutes left. So I need to pick an S tier. And I'm not going to pick Umbreon, even though that's one of my all-time favourite Pokemon, because I'm still on the fence as to whether I should have included the Pokemon that weren't technically starter Pokemon, right? So it's not going to be Umbreon or Eevee. I don't think my very favourite is Blastoise either, so it's probably going to be between these two. And although Bulbasaur is very gorgeous to me, very gorgeous. Oh, I see that little cabbage baby for S tier. I think Ivysaur. I think it's going to be Ivysaur up on top. I think that's that. I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with the ones we chose not to rank. And I think that is, yeah, that's that for me. So I have to go because it's time for me to make the dinner. This has been super fun. Like, I've really actually enjoyed this. Maybe I should be like ranking more things on my Saturday night stream night. If you aren't already, it'd be really cool if you could subscribe to the channel. You know, like a couple of videos, comment on a few videos, share a couple of videos. Would be really, really cool of you. I'm just coming up towards like 500 subs, and that's really fucking cool. I'm so pleased. And yeah, I'm making some ideas about my plans for 2021 that I'll be able to share with you guys really soon as well. Which sounds like I'm someone with like 1 million subs if I say that, right? Like, oh, I've got big plans, I'm so excited to share, but you know, I'm gonna lean in on the cheesy. And yeah, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, spending time with me, and I will Appreciate that Trico's where he belongs. Wait, where's that? Oh yeah, down in D. Absolutely. Trico's ugly. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.